It's my perspective. Yeah, from my perspective. It's my perspective. Yeah, yo, am I wrong or is it just you? Or did my life show me some things that gave me my view? And if I went through what you went through, would I be you? I don't know. That's too many questions with no answer, but plenty chances for many lessons. Am I willing to learn that it's all perception? That the picture that I paint ain't the one that you sketching? So can we disagree without drawing a weapon? Long as I can understand that it's just your perspective. Yeah, it's my perspective. Yeah, from my perspective. It's my perspective. Yeah, from my perspective. It's my perspective. Yeah, yo, am I wrong or is it just you? Or did my life show me some things that gave me my view? And if I went through what you went through, would I be you? I don't know. That's too many questions with no answer, but plenty chances for many lessons. Am I willing to learn that it's all perception? That the picture that I paint ain't the one that you sketching? So can we disagree without drawing a weapon? Long as I can understand that it's just your perspective. Yeah, it's my perspective. Yeah, from my perspective.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to My Perspective Friday. And my name is Sean. And everybody that we have, as far as my friends, we have Tila Cole, Deshaun Mason, Lynn, and of course, we have one more person, but he kind of dropped out, so we won't mention his name. But today's topic is what are you most grateful for in the season in this season of life? Oh, there he goes. There he goes.
I'm not supposed to be on the episode, genius.
So yeah, he made his 1 second of fame. So we're going to try to get to two topics, but the first primary topic is what are you most grateful for in this season of life? And the second topic is going to be if you woke up one morning and all of your problems were gone, how would you go about your day? So I'm going to start with.
No, you're not going to start with nothing. See, I'm not even supposed to be on the episode, and this is what happens.
What
He's
happened?
in here. No, Tila, he's in here in pre-show. I tell him the question's shortened up. I tell him this is the question we're starting with. If we can get to the next one, we'll get to it. And what does he do? He says it all reverse.
I said the two, but I did say the primary one is going to be this one. So you can give me a bone on that one, right? I did say with the primary. You know what, Deshaun?
They only needed one. They only needed one for right now. So we can get into the second one later.
So everybody's gonna be waiting for the second one. So we're gonna rush through this.
Sean, what we starting with? What we talking about?
We're going to start with Deshaun. How you doing, Deshaun?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Sean?
I'm doing great. I'm doing outstanding.
Good.
So we could go ahead and start with you. What do you think?
And I believe you were asking about the first question, right? What am I grateful for in this season?
Yeah, don't mention the second question.
Oh, good Really?
Hey, I'm gonna get a movie deal out of this. Okay, Deshaun, go ahead.
So it's the first question, right? What are we grateful for? Because I didn't.
Yes,
Okay.
I love
Okay.
this.
Point proven.
Okay.
One at a time. One at a time.
What if you woke up and all your problems is gone?
Okay. So I believe we're talking about what do you know if your problems are gone. We're gonna go there.
No, we're going to what are you most grateful for in your season of life?
Oh, Tequila will help me, please. Please help me. Please help me.
Okay. Okay.
What if you wake up with all your problems?
I'm gone.
Okay.
You know
So,
what?
We clearly have not experienced that state yet.
Oh my goodness. What you got in that cup? Maybe that's what's going on.
right. Okay.
I got a cup of none yet. Okay, go ahead, Deshaun.
Okay, so I believe we found this out. What would you do if you wake up and all your problems are gone? So
Yes.
what I would do, honestly, if all my problems were gone, I would take a daggone vacation. Like honestly, like I would go and take a vacation. I'm telling you, if all my problems are gone, I'm talking about money. I'm talking about sickness, family drama, maybe girlfriend or boyfriend drama, whatever it is. I'm trying to tell you, a vacation is coming on in. So that's what I would do. Sure enough.
I'm laughing that over 50% of your list involved family and relationships.
At first he said family, then he cleaned it up. He cleaned it up.
Right, because I don't want them to say something about, well, wait a minute now, it's just about family. What else is it? So that's what I'm saying. Money, maybe health as well too. You know, just add some other stuff in there. But honestly, yeah, I would take a vacation for sure. Take a vacation.
Okay.
Vacation to
Where
like
we
the
going on
beach.
this vacation?
The beach.
The beach? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Around some water, something more peaceful. You know, experience that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I really would enjoy that. Maybe I ain't gonna lie, maybe take a couple of drinks, you know, have a little something with that, you know.
You remember he said no boyfriend, girlfriend drama, so somebody gonna be on the beach with him, right? Or you gonna be by yourself?
No, that's where he finds the next girlfriend, boyfriend drama. He right back to the problems.
Oh, we throwing shade. Okay. But no, but honestly, though, for real, it would be the beach, like for real. Yeah, and I would have somebody on it too, like I said, you know, maybe somebody else, but you know, don't do too much of that. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
What about you, Lynn?
I
What
can't
about you,
hear
Lynn?
you.
He said, what about you,
Yo,
Lynn?
I was asking.
About me? If all of my problems were gone and I just woke up one morning, the first thing I would always do is say, thank you, Jesus. All the problems are gone. What are we going to do today? And then I would just let my day roll and flow however it came. We're talking about now, see, the question went from one day.
Here we go.
What would you do on one day with no problems? To now we'd have gone on a vacation for a month.
Okay, so we found Lynn's catchphrase because every topic where she gives her answer, she goes, now wait a minute now.
What I believe we're talking about.
Right. I thought the question was on a day that you had
In
no
the morning.
problems.
Yeah,
But now
that
we
morning.
done added a whole vacay that could be, I'm going to be missing the
They
next.
try to have a whole month on him. I don't know.
And yeah,
Quite
yes.
frankly, I'm going to be missing
A whole month, not just one day.
Okay, Lynn. What about that morning? Lynn, you woke up that morning and all your problems were gone. What would you do?
My first thing is thank you, Jesus, hallelujah. Okay. We're going to celebrate that all my problems are gone. And the greatest gift I got was I did wake up to know it. Now,
Amen.
after that,
Amen.
we're going to take it however it comes. We're going to do whatever the hell we feel like doing that day.
I know that's right.
Right.
I know that's right.
I hear that. I agree with you. Tila, my favorite buddy.
Yes. Well, I'm like Lynn. I'm gonna wake up and probably open my eyes and be like, wow, because I'm gonna feel that serene feeling. It's gonna be a different effect when I open my eyes. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. And then I'm probably gonna put my music on.
Yeah.
I'll be dancing around the house, and I'm just gonna be free because nobody's gonna be bothering me. And then I'm gonna get in my car and I'm just gonna ride, and wherever I end up, who I pick up on the way, we'll see what happens.
What music you gonna listen to? What type of music you gonna listen to?
She said she gonna be dancing around the house. She gonna be you gonna be twerking that thing around the house.
Oh my God! Did you do the sound effects?
Yes. After I praise him, then I'm gonna put on the other kind of music and get it going.
Carry on and keep kicking, boy.
I hear you. I hear you. If it was me, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna make sure that my problem is gone. I'm gonna look to the right and make sure my wife is either there or she's not.
Here we go.
Hold up. Is that the problem? Look to the left.
Look to the left, to your right.
The commercial.
Oh my.
Ooh, honey. Sean.
Hey, somebody got to make it interesting.
Hey, listen. I don't want to lose any more hosts. Okay. Any more hosts. You know what? I would actually hate it. Well, first I was gonna say I'm gonna take my ass back to sleep, but I would actually hate it because I wouldn't be able to pick the problems. I would love the financial and the health stuff to be gone, but if all my problems is gone, honestly, there would be some people missing out of my life that even though they're part of my problem, I need them.
John, who are those people that's going to be missing out your life?
Huh?
Who are those people that's going to be missing out your life?
Well,
The problems that would be gone.
Well, two of them are on the screen, so we're just going to keep it to ourselves. All right. We're just going to keep it to ourselves.
I'm just trying to figure out if you need a person and they're relevant in your life, but then they're a problem. That's a double.
We're talking about problem. A problem is just a problem. It doesn't always mean disastrous. You know, I have a friend that I've had for 15 years, and they've been broke for 15 years, and they always have a problem, but they're such an awesome friend. It's just they have a personal problem, and every time you help out. But if I had to
get your problem, so you said their problem becomes your problem.
The first thing I said is problem is relative. It could be. It's not always something major, but it's just a problem. They have a problem. It becomes my problem, but not to the effect that it's a problem where it affects my life. But it's a problem.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're saying the problem not being broke anymore will be gone then?
I have family members that are a problem for me, but I don't want them gone. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, now I gotta give it to you. That's a very interesting perspective.
It is.
It is.
Which is not one that I would have expected you to take.
Right.
I don't have to hear their problems. I don't have to worry about their problems today. It's all about what's going on with me.
Yeah, but the thing is, it wasn't just for a day. It was, what if you wake up and all your problems are gone?
I know.
Like, so it's not just a day. Then tomorrow they're still gone. And again, I'm just talking about people I know that sometimes they're a problem for me, and I want the problem to be gone. But if the problem's gone, that means they're gone too.
So hopefully when they want a problem the day before, so they won't be the problem the next day. Because then it kind of goes to how much of a problem are they? Where they are problem? Because when you wake up, how do they know which problems to take away? So when you say all of them, it depends on how big, small, what's going on.
If they're about to be, they're close to getting evicted, I wake up and I think about it like, oh, my friend is in trouble again, So it becomes a little of your problem. But I'm saying it again as not like their problem should be my problem, but that's my friend. I'm going to care. So it creates a problem for me,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
So basically what you're saying is you don't have any days that you wake up and ever feel like you don't have a problem that day.
No, I do. I mean, now that's different because then that's health-wise. I wake up with health problems all the time. So,
do you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do. Don't worry, it's not the one that you have at night when you're trying to up the job.
They got medication for that. It's okay.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
You know how Sean be? Hey, baby, I got that shipment today.
I don't have that problem.
He's definitely not gonna have that problem. He look to the left, and look to the right.
So wait, and I know what Tila's gonna say because she's a parent. Some people would wake up because who's qualifying the problem? Your mind or the universe? Because if you wake up and your kids are gone, because as much as you love them, they're a problem.
Well, we're talking about the little elements that they bring that could be the problem. So they're constantly asking daddy for money or asking me these stupid questions about legs versus eyes. That problem is gone.
You say,
but I don't want the kid to be gone.
Again, that's relative of what you feel like is a problem. Your kids
Exactly.
are going through things that comes, they might not be the problem to you. Yeah, they might cause issues. They might have you going through some things, but you might feel like they're not a bigger problem that you would want dismissed.
yeah, you're talking about your kid again, because there's some people right now that's gonna be watching this, be like, yeah, I wish them little bastards would disappear.
Yeah, that was last week's discussion. I get you.
When you say you don't want the kids to be gone, I say go look at some other people's kids, and then you might change your mind. But go ahead.
That's true. You might be right. But
I don't know.
thankfully, I don't have that.
No,
so
you have a wonderful kid.
thank you. I appreciate you.
We
Now,
love
Sean,
our
we
kids.
weren't fair to you. Sean, we weren't fair to you because all you got out your mouth was, if I look to the left, look to the right, I don't know. What else would you do that day? What would you actually do that day?
Well, the reason why I say I look to the left and look to the right, that was just metaphorically. I was just thinking like I would wake up, look to the left and look to the right, and my problems were gone. Actually, personally, and I agree with John, because what would you do? Like there's nothing else for you to do, so you will feel you don't feel like you have a sense of worth because you're so used to solving problems. You're so used to taking care of your family. You're so used to doing this. Now you don't have that anymore. And so how long going being at the beach, going on vacations, going to last before you're like, well, shoot, I want to know how they're doing, or, and everybody could be doing fine. But if you always been that staple in a relationship to make sure that everything's going well, and now it's stopped and you are just free to do what you want to do, I believe it will get lonely.
You could be like Sean. He gonna find somebody else on the beach to have fun with. He can worry about the last one.
Yeah, I get that.
I got somebody else, and this is what's it.
Sean gonna be on that beach. Deshaun gonna be on that beach with that tequila. He gonna find He gonna find another problem. You know what I think about? I think about, how they do the movies where you're granted a wish, but there's always a downside to the wish.
Yeah.
There's always a repercussion.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those holiday movies where all of your problems are gone, but the next day you wake up with problems you never had because the universe has to rebalance. And now you may have bigger problems.
You have new problems.
You don't have anymore. Yeah.
That movie is called Wishmaster. The guy on there was like, I wish I was a millionaire. And he was a millionaire, but his mom blew up on the plane and she had $1 million life insurance policy, and it went straight to him. So you're right. There is a sense of balance there that somebody has to pay the piper, as you say.
Mm-hmm. So your problems go away, and maybe your problems go to someone else and make it worse for someone else.
Yeah, you create.
Well, I didn't think about it that way. It could be.
So like you, Sean, if you wake up and all your problems are gone, and like you said, and John said that maybe it's people in your life, right? And now they might have a bigger problem. Say, for instance, if you were the head of the household, taking care of certain things, and now all those things are now on them because they don't have that partner to help and share that with. So that kind of does make it. Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to limit.
Yeah,
my bad. Go ahead. I didn't know you were thinking. Go ahead.
We should have a drop kick emoji on here.
Hit a button.
I would just going to caveat off of what Tila said. I would, and that would be me. I would have a sense of self-worth because I'm so used to solving problems and helping people. Now that it's going, I got to figure out something else to do with my life now. And it'd be easy just to say I would go to the beach and all that stuff. But then I know that I would get lonely.
That just means that you're going to attach yourself to someone else to solve somebody else's problems to add more to you again.
Well,
That's what nature is.
I'm probably going to go to a homeless shelter and help them folks. I'm not going to attach myself to somebody that I physically going to or mentally going to have to contribute to their problems and stuff. So,
but you know what? This is kind of akin to, I just came back from vacation, and I swore while I was on vacation I was getting off of the hamster wheel, you know?
Right.
And when I got off of the hamster wheel, it was like waking up with, okay, I have nothing to do. And all of a sudden I had to figure out how to fill my day without solving problems or crises for somebody else. And I think primarily it's wonderful to be where you just go, okay, I can choose what I feel like solving or not.
Absolutely.
And so for me, it was like, well, I'm just going to solve it by reading a book or doing something that I haven't had a chance to do while I'm busy solving problems. But I don't know how to live that life that long. You know, I gotta have something to do. But
so usually your vacations usually have other things to do. You can't just let it all go.
Just let somebody say, just relax.
Just let it go. Don't call me. Don't text me. Nothing.
Oh, I did that. I did. I let it go in terms of work, but I picked up something else enjoyable, and that was family and spending time with folks that I didn't have the opportunity. That I don't have the time.
You know what?
To do.
And you know what, Len? I see what you're saying, because what happens when people stop smoking, right? They pick up another habit. They start to eat.
You put my cigarette. I was about to fall.
Your mind be going too many.
Right.
Why they being so drastic?
When people start smoking crack, they start doing cocaine next.
Wait, okay, now we're gonna get anybody.
No, but when people stop smoking cigarettes or start taking nicotine, they start substituting for something else like healthy eating. But then that healthy eating becomes problematic because they're not healthy. They're not eating healthy, so they're just eating to try to circumvent what they had before. And so I see exactly what you're saying, Lynn, because you're like, well, I got to figure out something else to do because now I'm not doing this anymore. Now that you're not doing it anymore, you're picking up another hobby, but is it really healthy? Is it really something that you really want to do? Is something that you're forced to do because you don't have that anymore? You don't have that sense of, I can fix this for you, and now I'm not fixing it for you, so I need to figure out. You talk about reading books
that you've been wanting to do and didn't have time to do it. So now I have the time to do it, so I'm going to do it. So that's kind of like putting that in the front burner.
John, I know you got something to say.
I'm gonna go back to what I was saying, because I wanted to explain it to Tila about people disappearing. But here's the thing. In your mind, you've been telling yourself so long that this person or this thing isn't a problem, but deep in your mind and your subconscious, it is. So you might find out something was a problem, or someone that you didn't even thought you'd think of as a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just vanish on you. You're like, wait, is that really a problem?
I didn't mean it. Take it back.
Because it's so unnatural in to not have a problem. I mean, I'm not even religious, but even Jesus had problems to deal with, right?
Yes, he did.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
But it changed my Oh.
No, go ahead, Deshaun.
I would say it. Well, just listen to everybody's perspective. It's changing my perspective a little bit. because I'm realizing that just a little bit, because I'm still going to turn up, though. I'm just saying, but still, you know, I still see though that problems, like for me, dealing with situations in my life, you know, it's good to have to solve problems. I think because you help other people. Whether they're maybe with a situation or maybe with something like Miss Lynn said, when she's on vacation. Now, when I'm on vacation, honestly, I just kind of break away from everything, you know, because this is my time to relax and enjoy. But then if a situation come up with like a family member or a brother or like my job or something or career purpose or whatever, you know, then I'm like, I have to be attentive to that, you know. So, you know, that ain't a reality that all problems are gone. Hey, we in real life. There's gonna be problems every day.
That's why we all thought about it as one day, not talk about one day.
Right.
Give it up now. You know it's coming back.
If all my problems went away for just one day, I would literally go back to sleep.
Well, you know,
sleep the day away and do nothing.
See, that's a problem right there.
Wow.
Well, I didn't say do nothing. I was gonna go back to sleep, but I guarantee you, everything I do for the rest of that day involves a bed.
Right.
And sleep. You said I'm going back to sleep.
I am.
I'm going back to sleep, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that.
I am. I'm going back to sleep, and I'm going to wake up. But everything I have to do that day is going
to be in a bed. I got you. Well, that's how not.
Whoa. Yeah. Not me. If I had.
Hey, make sure you roll over so you won't get any bed sores. Okay.
First of all, Deshaun, I was talking about like watching a movie, binge watching TV, and catching up. I don't know where Tequila's mind.
You said everything would involve the bed. You would. I just said stop.
Hey, Tila, he left it up for interpretation, didn't he? He left it up for interpretation.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what? Now, see, Keone, I feel you on that. I absolutely feel you on that. When I think about how I spent, when I finally realized I was off the hamster wheel, okay? I was off the hamster wheel. I actually basically spent the day in bed and realized that was the best relaxation. I did one thing. I ran, I came back. I binge watched TV. I woke up. I watched something else. The TV watched me. It was like, that sounds boring.
Well, that's a vacation,
you
though.
Have not done that.
Hey, Lynn, I do that every weekend, but Keone ain't saying what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
No. I was saying because I was saying what she said because have y'all ever done this? Have y'all ever gone out of town? Like I went to St. Louis one time, and later that night, one of my friends texted me, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm watching TV." He's like, "You've been in the hotel room all day watching." I was like, "I haven't realized I've been laying here watching TV all day." He's like, "You're on vacation." I was like, "You don't realize how much rest you don't get at home,
right?
You go somewhere." Yeah. I spent up for 2 days doing in St. Louis what I thought I would be doing at home, which was watching TV and laying in bed and eating food.
But that's part of a vacation, to have nothing to do. But
that's
then
not what I went there
things.
for.
That's why vacations like 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. You might have 2 days you do absolutely nothing, and then the other days you do everything.
But I ain't go there for that though.
What you go there for then?
I ain't go there for that though. When I go on a trip, I got a whole itinerary I get through. I get through a whole itinerary.
Work or fun?
Both.
Okay, but none of it says sleep and watch TV. Is what you're saying? That was
get him, Tila. Get him, Tila. Get him.
We ain't getting nobody. That's number one. So don't get it, nothing. You forget, I got the delete and the mute button control.
Get it out, right?
How do you feel when you have a whole itinerary, right? And then you have planned all of these things, and then you realize in 2 days all you did was sit in the hotel and watch TV. What happens?
You said what happened? What?
Then what happens? Your friend called you, told you you've been in the hotel.
On the second day, I did all the events that I still had time to do, and I didn't do the ones that I didn't do. So I didn't do that. I have a question.
Okay, we might have an answer.
Without it adding, like we were talking about, if your problems go away, it brings other problems. Let's just say there's no other problems. If you could give one person in your life a full week of no problems and they could come back and their life would go back to where it was, who would you give that reprieve of a full week of no problems?
My
Oh, that's
mother.
easy. My mother.
My
My
mother.
mother. Exactly.
One at a time. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Me and Sean.
I-
It's a talk show. You want to elaborate?
My mother, because she's given a lot to me and she's been through a lot in her life just to try to do things and make my life better, make her kids' lives better. She hasn't had the best life, you know, so I feel like she deserves to have that time to herself to do what she wants and have no problems whatsoever. Just live it up how she wants to. Because even at this age, I still feel like I have a sibling that still attaches theirself to her, that she still can't do what she needs to do. So
She'll be doing this show, and I be hoping y'all siblings and exes and stuff don't be watching.
I say it to their faces, so it don't matter to me.
Okay, all right. Wow. You
So
said
my
you-
mama gets that reprieve. Yes. Yes. Who's next?
Yeah, me, Tila. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you for passing the mic. So it would be my mom. Just a little background story. My mom had me when she was 17, and then when she turned 34, she had an aneurysm, and ever since then, her life has been a living hell with from diabetes to high blood pressure to minor heart attacks to strokes
Wow.
to everything, and even to this day. And of course, I understand what you said, Tila, when you got that. I got two siblings, and one of them, which is not a girl, is the one that attaches himself straight to her. So, you know, and so and she can't, you know, and I tried to let her parent and try not to influence myself in there, but sometimes you can't when you really love somebody and you're trying to let them know that, hey, you need to let him go. And so, but
Yes.
that's another story. But
out of the mouth or cut the umbilical cord.
Why do we have to gender classify that?
but that I mean that's
He
what
wanted to
that
make sure the
person.
siblings was watching. They knew which one he was talking about.
The names
You
of
know how I
the
feel.
we changed.
You know how I feel. But yeah, that's how that would be the reprieve that I would give would be to my mom.
Absolutely.
I'm passing the mic to Lynn.
Wow. I've been really sitting here thinking about it because, you know, these conversations remind you how blessed you are, how blessed my family has been. Neither of my parents or my grandparents are living, and my family seems to be okay. But quite frankly, if I could give one day of no problems to a particular person without naming them, I would give that blessing to a client.
John, it's not you. It's not you, John.
Right.
Not you. I would give that blessing to a client to relieve the burden that they place on so many others.
Wow.
That's good.
Relieve the burden that they place on others. Wow, that's deep. Okay. All right, Deshaun, you got to.
Right.
I'm coming to you, Deshaun.
Yes, ma'am. I would say it would be because, like I said with Miss Lynn, when she said that it was really a thought process, really thinking about it, like who would I just give that to? And I would have to say my dad. My dad is very popular in the church world, and so I would love to give that day to him where there would be no problems, because when you're in the church world, you're dealing with a lot. Honestly,
Everybody.
you're dealing with a lot, different personalities, different mental problems, especially when you over churches. and I'm not talking about just one, but like you over 25 churches or you over 10 churches, yes, I would definitely would give him that day to relieve, just to have a day just to relax. Ain't no problems. He's good. Like he's enjoying life right now. It would be good because sometimes he's always busy. He's always on the go, and there's something always popping up, a situation or somebody got hurt, somebody's sick, somebody's in the hospital, stuff like that. So definitely my dad. Yeah. Sure.
You look
Do
like
we even want to know who John would give this day to?
First of all,
John.
you need to pipe down. First of all, because I have awesome.
Down.
Hey Tila, we can give a reprieve to John's chair.
I want to see Sean disappear.
Oh my God.
Speaking of church, Deshaun, you look like you in the deacon office right now.
Don't do that, okay? Don't do that, John. Really, be going there.
No, if I could give some of the people in my life that I wish that I could take the pain away from, the problems away from, half of them deserve it. So if I had to take the problems away from somebody, it would be the family member that is the closest to me in terms of I love her more than any other family member, and I'm comfortable with saying that. People act like they don't love their family members differently. She's number one is my older sister, because even though my mom became a single parent, my dad was there until I was 12. You know, they had the relationship problems and they separated. That's on them. My sister was the first one that had to deal with having the 3 kids on her own at a really early age. She wasn't even out of college yet, but she managed to be a single parent with the dad non-existent because he's locked up and doing everything on her own. She works at a library and she takes every cent she has, and they're all in either karate or volleyball camps or baseball camps, or she spends every dime that she has to put them in everything. And she did it all by herself. Of course, you know, I helped when I can, but I'd give it to her because she's been through hell. Some other women in my family, they've been through hell, but they've been about 40 to 60% cause of the hell. And my sister, we're just being honest. I'm gonna go.
Right. I get it.
Hey, I had to keep all this inside when you were a child, but when you're an adult, you can tell people, I don't care how old you are now, you can go to hell.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Aunt Maddie with your one eye, always talking trash, you can go to hell. So it would be my older sister. You know, my older
Nice.
sister.
That's
Y'all
nice.
be trying to be civil and keep a tight lip. She wasn't. I say last week, if you ain't bleep, then you need to be told you ain't bleeping. We don't like to do that. So I take it.
I had no problem.
Right, John.
That's amazing.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
right,
But I do have a question since we are adding questions as addendums here. If you have one problem to get rid of, if you can say, my one problem that I want to get rid of is financial or my health or being closer to God. I mean, not one you want to get rid of, but being closer to God or whatever new job, what would it be?
That's hard. That's a hard.
It is hard.
That's an easy one
Wow.
for me. That's an easy one for me.
Go ahead, Kaoni.
Mine would be drive, my procrastination and drive. That's the problem that I have. And some people go, well, what do you mean? And everybody that knows me knows this, and it's a problem that I've never been able to fix. When it comes to fixing someone else's problem or helping someone else with their business or helping someone else with something or planning out something, I am a wizard. It's done on time. It's mapped out, all of that. But then when it comes to me, my stuff is always late. It's always unorganized. Sometimes I don't want to do it. I was supposed to post this yesterday. When did I post it? This morning. But if it was somebody else's stuff, it would have been posted 3 days ago. So that's the problem I would get rid of. The inability to treat stuff I need to do as special as I treat other people's stuff to do. And that sounds easy. People go like, what are you talking about? This is my stuff. I get my stuff done. My brain is just wired differently. And Tila works with me. She knows.
I get it. I absolutely get it.
Mhm.
I absolutely get it.
Wow, I didn't even know that about
That's
you.
deep because it's something that people
Yeah.
don't think about because you like
Exactly.
Sean, like you think about financial health. You don't think about all those other traits that you have that may be a problem for you. That was good.
And come to think of it, that what he just said is a precursor to financial, the precursor to his health, precursor to him getting closer to God, precursor to his
I can take
relationship
it a little
and
far.
everything else. I'm not talking about you. Hey, you know what? You know what, Tila? You didn't even have to do that. You didn't even have to do that.
I was with you until you brought in the God part. I was like, oh,
And then he gonna
Well, I
bring
mean,
Tila
let's.
in it.
It's,
Tila like, don't
it's,
bring me in. Wait, no, don't. The hell? When did this become the Keone intervention show? First of all, take the list away. I ain't got financial problems. I'm as close to God as I want to be. Okay, it's like
I got you. I got you.
hey, disclaimer. Tila is up here starting shit.
Deshaun, he just dragged me.
Hey.
No, I was just talking about your situation as a macro for everybody else.
No, I
That
got
was
you.
it.
It was
Are
just
you
funny the
projecting,
way.
Sean?
It was
Are you
just.
But you know what? But the thing is,
Wait,
good
Sean,
until Tila said something.
I know, but Sean, it was just funny the way you said it. And you know what? That's probably contributing to his financial
Right.
problem. His left leg is he got a bum leg.
You were getting ready to go in. I was like, I don't know if I want to know the rest.
Yes.
Okay, but yes, so it's a precursor to other people's problem if they are being lackadaisical. They put the pro in procrastination. Deshaun, what about you?
I would have to say, for me, it would be, I think checking on my family and like friends. Like and I just have to break this down. Sometimes when I get into something, like if I'm like, I would say my career, like when I started my career with modeling and acting, I was so into it and I'm still in that I forgot about everybody. And I just began to not like call. Like one time my mom called me, she said, son, I'm still living. How are you? I was like, oh, I'm sorry, Mom. She, because she just like check on me. How are you doing? What's going on? So sometimes I have a problem for like forgetting of my more important people that helped me in my life, forgetting about them. Now I'm just like, they on the side and they like, you just forgetting about us, but you busy just doing your thing. And we still over here and we your supporters. And so for me, that's something that I would like to just like take it away. Like if I didn't have that problem. And I'm actually, I have to say, I'm doing better now. I'm better, y'all. But I had to come to a place with that. Because I know when I get caught up in something, my whole energy is into it, honestly. So.
Wow, that's good.
Okay.
I want Lynn to go because she was the quietest while I was being attacked.
No, I just couldn't yell over that.
Watching it happen.
But I was trying to say that I clearly understood where you were coming from. As a marketing professional, I can do all of these things that need to be done for everybody else and get it done, and I hate to do it for myself. So I do get that clearly. But I think that probably if I was going to give something away and I'm working on it, is learning to say no more to others and yes to myself a little more.
Ooh, a lot of people.
That's really good.
Yeah,
That's really good. Wow, you
You're
hit the
good.
nail on the head on that one.
You're gonna do a lot better at that than me. I'm gonna tell you that.
I'm working on it.
All right,
I might get it when I'm 70 I'm gonna be gone at 77. So
Where you going? Where you going?
He's reading those statistics.
the upper room.
He's going up beyond the.
You going up yonder? Okay, well,
I think I'm gonna deal with these people around here for how much longer? They got about another 37 years out of me, and I'm through.
By choice.
Huh? Well, it's,
By
you
choice.
know, when you're mentally shut down, it tells your whole body to follow.
Mm.
Wow.
All right, I'm out.
right. Okay.
Miss
So
Tila?
let's put it this way. I don't know what crystal ball you've been looking in, because I know we all got an end date, and prayerfully it comes when it comes, and not because you said
Sean,
I
she
will
just
be ready at this time. Okay.
Sean, she just
I'm sorry, that's not in your hands.
That's it.
Okay. Tila, what was you going to say?
I don't even know. That is so hard. I feel like I have so many.
girl, if you don't say me, I'm gonna call you after this show. I'm gonna fight
I
you.
have so many. Mm.
Well,
I
if you,
You wanna
put
go pick-
that-
Person in the corner.
if you excise that man in the middle square, it might eliminate.
Oh, that's not the one she needs to eliminate. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I have so many, and it's hard to, and a lot of them are equally like, if I get rid of one thing, will it be a trajectory of other things? I don't know. I wish. So I guess it would be, oh God. Ooh. Mm.
Just
felt
one
that,
team.
Sean. I felt that.
Hallelujah. That's hard because I'm gonna say intolerant. I have a lot of tolerance and patience for dumb stuff when it comes to certain people in my life.
Yes.
Go
Right.
ahead, say stupidity.
And outside your life too. Go ahead.
And sometimes you make excuses because you're trying to be the bigger person. So it kind of goes to like, I need to start taking care of me more than worried about other people and other people's feelings. So I feel like if I would eliminate just the way my brain works when it comes to tolerating things that I really don't have to, but like John said something about people choose some of the problems they have. And I was like, he might be talking about me, because some of them I probably could eliminate right now, but I choose not to because I feel like there's a purpose in the moment, but there's a plan to eliminate. So that's hard for me with the problem to eliminate. But it's certain people in my life I feel like I need to eliminate. And then once that would be a snowball effect to some of the other problems I have.
I told you I help you. Just give me the number and go on vacation. Go on vacation, and when you come back, it'll be solved. But you won't.
Yeah.
Yes. It's like, it's hard. But yeah, that would be it. That would be it.
I got you. Yeah. Wow. And I guess one of my problems that I would do too, and I guess it's like for everybody, I care too much. I'm like, if I go to a red light and there's a homeless person there and I got money, I will give that person like $20, even though I know that they probably going to take that money, going around the corner to their Mercedes-Benz and just drive off. Because I always have, there's something's always telling me to give and to help. But I do know that there are some people that you can't do. You can't help them, or they got to figure it out themselves. But I do. It doesn't matter if somebody calls me or shoot me a text and say, "Hey, I need $100 to get a test for a drug test for the job," and I'm like, "Well, those are your job. Pay that for free." And I know that they're lying, but I would give them that money anyway because I know that they need it or whatever. So that's me. I guess me not to be so gullible and just go with my heart. But I believe that there's always somebody talking to me, and I think that's God that's talking to me to go ahead and still help that person. But I don't know if that's him saying help that person or help that person by not giving them the money or help that person by giving them the money. So, I'm always at that crossword road of what I should do. So I wish I did not have that problem right there.
Yeah, it's a battle with yourself. I get it.
Yes, it is. It is a real battle with myself.
Ooh,
That's
those
good.
were deep. That was some deep stuff there. Woo.
Yeah, it appears that there's some problems that we just cannot say one is important, one is more important than the other, because everything is equal.
Yeah, it's hard because there's so many of them.
It is.
It all depends on the day.
It's true.
So we're gonna go to our final thoughts. See, Sean, we didn't even get to the second question. That's what I said. Let's start with one and see what happens.
See, the audience has forgotten about it. You know, brought it back.
It's good.
Come on.
I love it. I love it. So let's go to these final thoughts. So what's your final thoughts on this day, Sean?
My final thoughts for everybody really said some good stuff when we talked about what problems can go away. I feel like the solution is having balance. Having balance. That's one of the things I learned in my life, that yes, you can help somebody, but don't go over to the top that it hurts you. Or if you like, okay, if this person is in my life, okay, let me put you in this lane because this is where you need to be. So for me, I would say that it's balance. Really having balance. And I'm just being honest. Yes, if problems just can go away and I ain't have to solve no problem, I'm trying to tell you, y'all, yes, I'm going on vacation. I'm sorry. That's my final thoughts. Yeah.
What about you, Miss Lynn?
Well, I think a lot begins with when and how and why you define something as a problem. As long as there is a solution for whatever you're working on, you get up, you resolve that. If you have the open space to find a little peace of mind for yourself, you take that and then you figure out what you must do next according to your plan, his plan, or somebody else's plan.
Okay. Nice. What about you, Sean? What's your final thoughts?
My final thoughts is that there's a change management leader that says, if you don't understand yourself, then you cannot fix anybody else. So if you don't know if this is a problem or not, if you don't know if you are part of the problem, then there's some self-evaluation you have to do. And once you evaluate yourself to make sure that you are not part of the problem that you're trying to get rid of, then you'll be able to move forward to addressing the outside layers of what's impacting your life.
Nice. So my final thoughts would be, if I was to wake up one day and my problems were gone, I'm gonna praise Jesus, because I know the next day I may not be as lucky or as blessed to do that. But with all this conversation that we've had, I appreciate, and it's a blessed conversation, because it makes me, some of the problems that I have, do I make them? Am I part of the problem? And then you think about other people's problems. How do they feel about it? So it helps me kind of think about my own problems. What can I get rid of right now? Is it a certain situation, or is it really a problem? Because some things we think are problems that are not really a problem. We make it a problem. So I really appreciate this conversation. But if I was to wake up tomorrow, I'm going to enjoy that one day and then figure out a plan to make sure I eliminate some more.
Preach.
That's good.
Preach. Well, thank you everybody for joining, and we'll see y'all next Friday.
Use the hell out of me.
I did that on purpose. Now you know how I feel.
I didn't press the button. I don't know how I feel because I ain't pressed the button. So we look like we still here. Matter of fact, I like the way this looks. Let me go ahead and fix this real quick.
Oh my
go ahead and move
Oh,
on
here
to
we go.
the side here. All right.
What's your final thoughts?
That's how I feel about that.
What's your
My final thoughts is know what a problem is, and if it's actually a problem. There's so many times, especially if you're American, that some things we call a problem is not a problem, and then you go to another country and you realize, oh, that's really a problem. You know, a problem isn't Starbucks got your order wrong and you're tired of that happening. If you're in financial stress because you don't have the resources to be, that's one thing. But if you're in financial stress because you don't know how to stop buying Jordans or gambling your money, get help and get that part fixed. So
Right.
understanding the problem and knowing if you're the cause for the problem, if you're the common denominator, if you're a majority cause for that issue, then fix it within yourself and then it'll get fixed on the outside. But we do understand there's outside problems that you have no control over. Only thing that I personally consider a problem when I get down to it is things that I can control. If I can't
Right.
control it, I don't see it as a problem. I see it more as a hindrance and it's in the way. But
Yeah.
my problems are things that I create for myself, like my procrastination and all of those things. So that's my final thoughts on that. And I'll throw it back to the host for the next week, maybe.
Who?
Sean.
Wow.
Maybe.
What do you have to say, Sean?
Thank you, everybody. God bless and goodbye.